Nicole joined a few months ago and she was skeptical. She had done this kind of thing before and she just wasn't sure that she wanted to try again. And we were just talking back and forth between me and the people that actually sponsored her into the business. We were like, just give it a try. I'm telling you, it is different here. And so she said, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. And just a few days ago, she hit the rank of Ruby in our compensation plan. You'll know what that means in a minute. But Nicole, will you unmute yourself, sweetie, and just share with them your experience the last couple of months since you decided to partner with Trinont and how this has transformed your life as a single mom?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Tina, for this opportunity. And thank you guys for being here. If someone who invited you really, really cares about you to put you in a position to hear this information, and I'm super grateful to be one of the voices that you get to hear from. As Tina said, I was one of those people who was skeptical, not because I didn't understand the power of the industry, but because I was burnt out in the industry, because I had done this before. I had amassed enormous success, and then I watched it all kind of crash and burn. And if you've ever experienced success, you know that the worst kind is a little, right? The worst kind of success is a little success because then you know what's possible, but it's also the floor. So now I have to figure out how am I going to get back there and build upon that and maintain that. And if you know the work it takes, it can be daunting to find yourself back at ground zero. And that was me, back at ground zero. Second time divorced, single parent of three teenage girls. My daughters are 13, 14, and 15. My son is now active military, 23 years old. So he's out of the house. I don't have any extra hands. It's just me and me against all these teenage hormones, right? And so trying to figure out what to do, finding myself at the end of a very successful run in a previous company. I pivoted from that and decided I was going to jump into a boutique. I had super great success right out the beginning with that, but I quickly discovered, wow, there's a lot of pieces to this that I was not anticipating. And so, in the meantime, life events happening to me, COVID happening to us. I gained a bunch of weight during that time, like a lot of us did. And I was just in a really bad place, in a place that a lot of you can relate to, a place where you feel like most of what is happening around you is out of your control. If you resonate with that, just drop me a two really quick. Where honestly, all of this stuff is going on, and I feel like I have no control over any of it. I need to do something, but I don't know what because most of this stuff is out of my control. But it dawned on me when I was diagnosed diabetic after being pre diabetic for years, after all these transitions in my business, going through a divorce, being a single parent again, having all these things happening, and finding myself in this space of feeling completely out of control, all these events happening to me, and not realizing that they were actually happening for me. And that I actually had the opportunity to do something about what I could do something about. So if you got a list of 10 things and five, six, seven, eight, nine of them are out of your control, trust me, there's something on the list that you can do something about. And I realized I can do something about my health. I'm not doing everything that I can to help myself. So I started working on it. It was a slow moving train. I was one of those people that was given Ozempic, not for weight loss, but for diabetes. And it was a very serious situation that I needed to do something about. But the Ozempic that I got must have come from some other place, not the place everyone else was getting it from, because it didn't make me lose weight. Most people don't know that Ozempic is a diabetic medication. It is not a weight loss shot, right? We call it that, but that's not actually what it is. And it's a side effect, the weight loss, right? So just like the side effects that we don't want when we get prescription meds, we read it in the pamphlet and some of us don't. And we go, I hope that doesn't happen to me. The headache, the stomach ache, whatever they say. But we don't realize the positive side effects are also possibilities, not guarantees. So I took it and it works for my glucose. It didn't do a lot for me with weight loss. And so my doctor was like, yeah, sorry, I'm not going to up your dose because it's doing what it's supposed to. The weight loss thing is on you. Diet and exercise. That's my answer. I was just like, man. But listen to me. Sometimes no is the best answer you can receive because he told me no. And had he increased my dose, I may not be sitting here. I don't know. But he told me no. And so it left me back on a path to figure out my way forward. And then I saw somebody like many of you sharing online. They found a plant-based alternative to losing weight and getting healthy. And so I leaned in like most of y'all and I said, tell me more. So I watched for a while. You know how y'all do, peeping and not speaking, just watching and stalking. And I did that until finally I could not take it anymore. And I reached out to her and I said, hey, I know you don't know me, but I've been following you for years. You've been my mentor from afar. I've never had a conversation with you, but I've learned so much from you watching you as a boutique owner. And I noticed that you're losing weight with some products. Can you tell me about them? We jumped on a call. We had a conversation. Fast forward, she jumped on a call with a Zoom with me, with Tina Joy Carroll and several others. I didn't know who these people were. I had no idea that they were a big deal. I just knew they were talking to me about something that had the potential to change my life. And I believed it because I saw it happening for the person that brought me in. Her name is Grace. I will be forever indebted to Grace for taking the time to show me and tell me about this information. I jumped in September, and from September to now, 27 pounds down, tons of inches. I don't even know how many. I have also come off of diabetic medication. I went in to get my labs drawn 3 weeks into these products, and my A1C was down from an 8 to a 5.8. My doctor said, this is what I was waiting on, for you to come on and get on the bus and do what you needed to do. And so keep doing it, because we still need to get that number down a little bit, but we're headed in the right direction. I said, say less. I got this. I'll see you in 3 months. And I cannot wait to go back and get those labs drawn again. In the meantime, my energy is up, my income is up, my perspective is up. I've been surrounded by some of the most amazing, supportive leaders I could ever ask for. And if you understand anything about business, you know it's about timing, and it's also about your willingness to do what it takes. So even if you're willing to do the right thing, if your timing is bad, it may not give you the results. Even if you're willing to do the right thing and your timing is good and you do it with the wrong people, it's a slow crawl, right? It hurts, it's hard. You get there, but really with a lot of scrapes and bruises. If you happen to do this, the right thing at the right time with the right people, you amass enormous success, and it's easy, like Sunday morning. And that's what's happened to me from September to now. I've managed to hit the first, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 ranks in our compensation plan. I've literally seen $5,000 come through my hands, and I'm on track to double that with payout for next month. And I don't say any of that to brag. I just say that to say, if I can, you can. I have kids. I had to go back to corporate America after being fully self-employed for 7 years. It was a knife in my heart, but I'm counting down the days till my resignation, because it's on the way, right, with what we're doing. And I'm doing it with people that I enjoy working with. And I'm helping other people to amass amazing gains and success, not just in their income, but in their health. It means more to me than I can ever express to you before I turn this back over to Tina, to be able to help people do more than just feel good temporarily. I was selling clothes, I was selling jewelry, I was selling makeup. I love all things girly, and I have nothing but wonderful things to say about the retail space. But those are temporary moments of joy. Someone puts on a pair of earrings, these are cute, I like these. But somebody goes to bed at night without the aches and pains that they're used to having. Somebody gets up in the morning with a better mood because they slept better the night before. Somebody gets on the scale and they see that number going in the right direction. Somebody goes to their doctor, who they normally did not want to go see, and get a report that their A1C is going in the right direction. Those are gains that cannot be measured by material things. That's adding life and adding value and lifespan to real people with real families and real stories just like mine. And I'm literally doing it every day. It makes me excited to get up in the morning and do these kinds of conversations. So whoever invited you to this, I want you to make sure to get back with them tonight, not tomorrow, tonight. Get back with them tonight after you hear the rest of this information. Ask them for their link and run. Don't walk, run to the link and hit the join button, hit the sign up button, because you need this. You're like me and you know that you need to do something. You just don't know what. You stumbled into the right Zoom tonight. I'm super grateful to you, Tina Joy Carroll. I'm going to pass it back to you. Thank you not only for leading by example, but for being a wonderful inspiration, a wonderful business partner who literally took me by the hand as a stranger and poured into me right from the front. And I hope that you see that return on investment, because it's just getting started. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Back to you, Tina.
Well, guys, I feel like she told you everything you needed to know tonight. I think we should have had Nicole co-host with you, Jeff, because she just slayed that. And that is all from the heart. You guys, that is just a brand new story. Guys, we have thousands and thousands of stories just like hers.